तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
सुंदर सुंदर विनायका सुंदर सुंदर विनायका शुभ मंगलदायक विनायका शुभ मंगलदायक विनायका विघ्नकोटिहर विमल गजानन विघ्नकोटिहर विमल गजानन सकल विघ्नहर पाहि गजानन सकल विघ्नहर पाहि गजानन ईश्वरी नंदन पति गजानन ईश्वरी नंदन पति गजानन सुंदर सुंदर विनायका शुभ मंगलदायक विनायका विघ्नकोटिहर विमल गजानन सकल विघ्नहर पाहि गजानन ईश्वरी नंदन पति गजानन जय जय गणेश जय श्री गणेश 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 सुंदर सुंदर विनायका
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
साई ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेशा
ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेशा
साई ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेशा
साई ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेशा
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
अल्लाह भी तुम हो माला भी तुम हो अल्लाह भी तुम हो माला भी तुम हो गौराष्ट्र महावीर यीशु भी तुम हो गौराष्ट्र महावीर यीशु भी तुम हो राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा साई ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेशा श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा अल्लाह भी तुम हो माला भी तुम हो गौराष्ट्र महावीर यीशु भी तुम हो राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
भवतारिणी परतीश्वरी भवतारिणी परतीश्वरी सुखदायिनी साईश्वरी सुखदायिनी भवतारिणी परतीश्वरी बन्धमोचनी प्रशान्तिवासिनी बन्धमोचनी प्रशान्तिवासिनी भवतारिणी पतीश्वरी सुखदायिनी साईश्वरी भवतारिणी पतीश्वरी बन्धमोचनी प्रशान्तिवासिनी जननी देवी लीला विनोदिनी शिवमामभागे साईश्वरी शरणं शरणं साजरायिनी शरणं शरणं साम्राजदायिनी भवतारिणी पतीश्वरी
गौरीनाथाय विश्वनाथाय गौरीनाथाय विश्वनाथाय साईनाथाय नमः शिवाय साईनाथाय नमः शिवाय गुणातीताय गुणाधाराय गुणातीताय गुणाधाराय साईनाथाय नमः शिवाय साईनाथाय नमः शिवाय कालकालाय कालातीताय कालकालाय कालातीताय कालरूपाय नमः शिवाय कालरूपाय नमः शिवाय प्रेमरूपाय प्रतिभासाय प्रेमरूपाय प्रतिभासाय साईनाथाय नमः शिवाय साईनाथाय नमः शिवाय गौरीनाथाय विश्वनाथाय साईनाथाय नमः शिवाय गुणातीताय गुणाधाराय साईनाथाय कालनाथाय नमः शिवाय कालकालाय कालातीताय कालरूपाय नमः शिवाय कालरूपाय नमः शिवाय प्रेमरूपाय परितिवासाय साईनाथाय नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय साई 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 शिवाय साईनाथाय नमः शिवाय
माधव हरे कृष्ण मधुर मोहना माधव हरे कृष्ण मधुर मोहना गोकुल पालना देवकी नंदना गोकुल पालना देवकी नंदना माधव हरे कृष्ण मधुर मोहना राधिका जीवना राजीवनयना राधिका जीवना राजीवनयना नंद सुनंदना गोपी रमणा नंद सुनंदना गोपी रमणा वेणु विनोदना पाप विनाशना वेणु विनोदना पाप विनाशना माधव हरे कृष्ण मधुर मोहना गोकुल पालना देवकी नंदना वेणु विनोदना पाप विनाशना माधव हरे कृष्ण मधुर मोहना राधिका जीवना राजीवनयना नंद सुनंदना गोपी रमणा वेणु विनोदना पाप विनाशना वेणु विनोदना पाप विनाशना मधुर मोहना
राघवा रामा रघुवीरा राघवा रामा रघुवीरा श्रीधरा माधवा गोविंदा श्रीधरा माधवा गोविंदा राघवा रामा रघुवीरा केशवा माधवा मधुसूदना केशवा माधवा मधुसूदना अच्युतानंदा नारायणा अच्युतानंदा नारायणा गोपीयलोला गोपाला गोपीयलोला गोपाला राघवा रामा रघुवीरा श्रीधरा माधवा गोविंदा राघवा रामा रघुवीरा केशवा माधवा मधुसूदना अच्युतानंदा नारायणा गोपीयलोला गोपाला गोपीयलोला गोपाला राघवा रामा रघुवीरा
हे कृष्णा हे कृष्णा हे कृष्णा हे कृष्णा विठ्ठल जय पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा विठ्ठल जय पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा नंद किशोरा श्याम गोपाला श्याम गोपाला मदन गोपाला श्याम गोपाला मदन गोपाला श्याम गोपाला मदन गोपाला विठ्ठल जय पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा विठ्ठल जय पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा हे कृष्णा विठ्ठल जय पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा नंद किशोरा श्याम गोपाला श्याम गोपाला मदन गोपाला श्याम गोपाला मदन गोपाला विठ्ठल जय पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा विठ्ठल जय पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंग 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 विठ्ठल जय पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा
शंकरा शिव शंकरा शिव शंकर रूप महेश्वरताय शिव शंकरा शिव शंकरा शिव शंकर रूप महेश्वरताय शिव शंकर 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 साई शिव शंकर 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 साई ओंकार प्रिय शिव शंकर साई ओंकार प्रिय शिव शंकर कैलास प्रिय शिव शंकर साई कैलास प्रिय शिव शंकर साई नट जन प्रिय शिव शंकर साई नट जन प्रिय शिव शंकर शंकर रूप महेश्वर साई शंकरा शिव शंकरा शिव शंकर रूप महेश्वर साई शंकर 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 साई ओंकार प्रिय शिव शंकर कैलास प्रिय शिव शंकर साई नट जन प्रिय शिव शंकर साई शंकर 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 साई शिव शंकर रूप महेश्वर साई शंकरा शिव शंकरा शिव शंकर रूप महेश्वर साई
शिव 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 शिरडी पुरीश्वर शंभो शंकर साम शिवो शिव 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 शिरडी पुरीश्वर शंभो शंकर साम शिवो शिव शिरडिपुरीश्वर शम्भो शङ्कर साम्ब शिवो
श्रीनिवास वेङ्कटेश श्रीनिवास वेङ्कटेश श्रितजन परिपाला साईशा जन परिपाला साईशा श्रीनिवास वेङ्कटेश तिरुमलगिरिवासा गोविन्दा तिरुमलगिरिवासा गोविन्दा गरुडवाहन गोविन्दा गोविन्दा गरुडवाहन गोविन्दा गोविन्दा गोविन्द गोविन्द श्रीनिवास गोविन्द 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 श्रीनिवास गोविन्द 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 पतिवास गोविन्द 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 पतिवास गोविन्द श्रीनिवास वेङ्कटेश श्रितजन परिपाला साईशा श्रीनिवास वेङ्कटेश तिरुमलगिरिवासा गोविन्द गरुडवाहन गोविन्द 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 श्रीनिवास गोविन्द 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 श्रीनिवास गोविन्द 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 पतिवास गोविन्द 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 श्रीनिवास गोविन्द 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 श्रीनिवास गोविन्द 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 पतिवास गोविन्द 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 पतिवास गोविन्द श्रीनिवास वेङ्कटेश
भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते गोविन्दं भज मूढमते भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति दुःखकरणे नहि नहि रक्षति दुःखकरणे पुनरपि जननं पुनरपि मरणम् पुनरपि जननं पुनरपि मरणम् पुनरपि जठने जय रे शयनम् पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम् इह संसारे बहुदुस्तारे इह संसारे बहुदुस्तारे इह संसारे बहुदुस्तारे कृपया पारे पाहि मुरारे भज गोविंद भज गोविंदम् भज गोविंद भज गोविंद गोविंदं भज मूढमते गोविंदं भज मूढमते भज गोविंद भज गोविंदं गोविंदं भज मूढमते.
Sai Ram. As recently as today morning, I discovered something very interesting. I discovered that Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba, our dear Swami, makes use of a phrase in his discourses, a phrase which is not found either in the Bhagavad Gita, the Vedas, the Upanishads or any of our standard scriptures. It's a Sanskrit phrase and it goes like this: Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Meaning, as is the feeling, so is the happening. I believe that the reason why Swami kept repeating this phrase over and over again in multiple discourses is because this has special meaning in our lives. In fact, I believe it to be the secret to life. How this works is like this. It is like standing in front of a mirror and saying, I like this earthen lamp. I like this earthen lamp. When I say that, the mirror shows me this earthen lamp, right? Simple. Now, if I were to stand in front of the same mirror and say, I don't like this iPad. I don't like this iPad. I don't want this iPad. I don't know why would anyone say that, but in case I say that, the mirror will still show me the iPad, right? So the secret is that it doesn't depend on what I want or what I don't want. What I hold in my hand is what I get in the mirror. What I hold in my mind and heart is what I get in my hand. Well, at this point, one may say that I don't think it works that way, because I would like to get the top grade in my college, but I don't seem to be even passing my exams. Or I want to get that person into my life, but that person doesn't like me at all. That is where our flaw in understanding the secret comes in. I may want to get the top rank in the examinations, but if all my thoughts are fearful thoughts, worried thoughts about how I will fail the exams, that is what I am holding and that is what I will get. I may want a person to like me and I may do everything possible to make that person like me, but deep within, if I feel that, I'm not good enough, I don't think so that person will like me, feelings of rejection, feelings of dejection, is it surprising that we get that? That is what we are holding within. So, I'm saying this because we have to be very clear that it is not about what we want or don't want. It's about the thoughts and feelings that we nourish. And if we are nourishing the right thoughts and feelings, we will always feel peaceful and happy within. If not, we will feel fearful, dejected, sad, unhappy, and all these. That is precisely the reason why the demon Kamsa actually got liberation, moksha. Why? He hated Lord Krishna, no doubt. He was looking at any opportunity that he could get to kill Krishna. But in that process, day in and day out, giving up sleep, he kept thinking of Krishna only. He kept thinking of Krishna so much that he ultimately attained Krishna. So you see, what we are externally or what we appear to be or what we want doesn't matter. What we are deep within is what gets us whatever we get in life. I'm reminded of an episode of a student, Gopal Indrashwar. Now he comes from a royal family, and after some time they got to know that in the royal family their accountant who had been employed was doing some fraud and forgery, and he had swindled them of so much money. Now, this angered Gopal Indrashwar. His hot teenage blood boiled at the injustice that had been meted out to them. And therefore, whenever he would get thoughts of this accountant, he would get so angry that he would close his eyes and punch him in the face, smash him, throw him down, and some way that is the way he would vent all those feelings that he had. Now something very interesting happened. One day when Swami was giving interviews in the interview room, Gopal was seated outside in the portico, and again thoughts of this accountant came and he closed his eyes and began his bashing. He was thrashing him, hitting him, smashing him, hoping that he just finishes him off. Suddenly the doors of the interview room slammed open and Swami came rushing out. Swami came rushing out and said, "Gopal, what are you doing? Come in." Not understanding what Swami was meaning, Gopal got up and went into the interview room. Inside the interview room, Swami asked him, "What are you doing?" Gopal said, "Swami, what am I doing, Swami? I am just sitting calmly here, closing my eyes." Swami said, "No, how many times will you murder him?" "Murder whom, Swami?" "Him, in your mind. How much are you hitting him? How many times will you kill him?" That is when Gopal realized that whether he is doing it physically or whether he is just doing in the mind, both are true. What we are doing in the mind possibly does not manifest immediately in front of our eyes, but it happens in course of time. Because Swami says, thoughts determine our words and actions. Our actions determine our tendencies. Our tendencies determine our habits. Our habits determine our character, and our character determines our destiny. Our destiny is shaped by our thoughts, and therefore Swami reprimanded him for even thinking of smashing that person. That is the power of thinking. That is the power of thought. That is the power of bhavam. And that is why it is said, yat bhavam tad bhavati. The world that we see around us is actually a reflection of our own inner being. On one occasion when Swami was speaking to all his students in the bhajan hall, he gave a beautiful analogy. He said that the world is like a hall of mirrors. A dog once entered this hall of mirrors, And when it entered the hall, it saw that there were so many dogs. It didn't realize that they were reflections of its own self. It felt that I must dominate over these dogs to show and assert my supremacy. And therefore, it began to growl and bark. And when it did so, all the thousands of dogs in the hall began to growl and bark back at it. Now it decided to lunge at one of the dogs and show who's the boss. And when it jumped at a mirror, that mirror broke into 1,000 pieces. And Swami said that 1,000 new dogs now came and began to growl and bark at this dog, snarl and gnarl at it. And Swami said, that is how a dog behaves in a hall of mirrors. Do you know how a man behaves in a hall of mirrors? Swami said, the man enters the hall of mirrors and he only sees beauty everywhere because he sees himself. And if at all he notices a defect, he immediately rectifies himself and the defect is gone. Swami said that, and Swami beautifully adjusted his hair, That is how it is. The whole world is a hall of mirrors. Whatever we see is a reflection of our own inner being. When we see faults, those faults lie in us. When we see beauty, that beauty lies in us. The world is a neutral place that becomes beautiful or ugly depending on whether we are beautiful or ugly inside. That reminds me of a story that Swami would tell with this regard. It seems that once Lord Krishna went and assigned Yudhishthira as well as Duryodhana with similar tasks. He told Duryodhana to go all around the kingdom and the entire world and find out one perfectly good person. And then he called Yudhishthira, the eldest among the Pandavas. Duryodhana was the eldest among the Kauravas, the evil brothers, the bad guys. So Yudhishthira is called and he is told to go all around the kingdom and the entire world to find one perfectly bad person. After their entire tour, they come back and they report to Krishna. They have similar findings. Yudhishthira comes and tells Krishna, I searched through the entire kingdom and the world and I could not find any perfectly bad person. Everybody is good and noble. If at all I am forced to find somebody bad, maybe it is me, that's all. Duryodhana comes and tells, oh Krishna, I searched the entire world. There is not even one good person. If at all there is somebody possibly good, maybe it's me. So you see, the world is neither good nor bad. What you are within is what the world is without. Whenever Swami was asked, are you God? He always responded by saying, I am God, but if you inquire, you will realize you too are God. I know that I am God, you just don't know that you have forgotten it. Our ultimate destiny is to realize our oneness with God, to become God. And therefore, our thoughts and feelings must be centered on God. Because yad bhavam tad bhavati. Swami gives the example of Bharata, the brother of Lord Sri Rama. When Lord Rama went to exile, Bharata stayed back at Ayodhya, but he retired to Nandigrama and there he just did what was basic required out of him. Rest of the time he spent in contemplation of Rama. So much so that when Rama comes back from the forest, the citizens of Ayodhya are unable to distinguish between Rama and Bharata. Both are looking exactly the same. Swami says that is yad bhavam tad bhavati. What you kept in your mind and your heart, that's what you became. Therefore, when we fill our minds and hearts with our Lord, possibly we might not start looking like our Lord. But trust me, when anybody comes in our influence, when anybody sees us, when anybody interacts with us, they will go back with the feeling that it definitely felt divine, it definitely felt wonderful. That is how we start becoming like God. People begin to experience the divinity of our Lord through us as well. Now this is the journey of our lives, to realize our ultimate destiny of our oneness with God. Isn't it good that we begin early? As Swami would say, start early, drive slowly, reach safely. Therefore, let's not postpone spirituality and God for years post-retirement. Let us begin our life journey as youths with God. Thank you.
समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो